Hi, welcome everybody. It's that time again for Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. This one's gonna be what is it? 19. Part 19. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm glad everyone could be here and enjoy the very end of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. I had a great time playing this game. This was a lot of fun. There's more to do that I didn't get to, but I really wanted to get to the story. Thanks for watching and hanging out with this series. This was a good time. I think I'm going to find more games like this. If you guys liked it, please let me know in the comments. I want to thank those who have subscribed. I've got a couple of new subscribers. Thank you very much for everyone who was sticking around and you liked it. So with that, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the end, the finale of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 and see what actually happened in the beginning of Sherlock Holmes' life. You guys enjoy. Let me adjust my microphone a little bit. Well... been a minute, and I don't really remember what we were doing. We were on the case for, let's see here, there was that fancy party, and then we got raided, and then we said we would help the cop solve the crime. We got a lot of clues, so we're gonna do a lot of reviewing because I forgot most, but that's okay. As always, this game is interactive, so anyone who's going to be here during the live and you're in the Twitch chat, you can check out all my case notes and help me interpret evidence and help us together solve these cases. We're going to hop right into it. Hope everyone's doing fine. Everyone's doing great. Oh boy. Had a rough night. Alright, here we go. We're at the police station. Bert Mancio's ridiculous Pinchetti will and a note. Glad I remember how to do some of the key bindings. Small note attached to his will says, Santos, my hopeful slug, you begged me to include you in my will, so I did. That's right. It's because it sounds like dude Panchios was kind of slide himself in. Despite being a major domo, he appears to be poor. Mr. Pinchetti wants to inherit Mancio's property. That's right, because Pinchetti is a nephew? He believes that his uncle, Mr. Mancio's does not appreciate his effort and dedication yet. We need to go talk to Pinchetti. Yep. Okay. Provider of this ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case number 6260. Oof, we have so much evidence. And then we've already made some connections. I don't believe any of these actually connected to one another as of right now. That's right, Matista. It was a sad story. Santos Pinchetti informed the police. Oh, well. What about this one? Aha! Alright. Pinchetti missed the blood splatter. Santos Pinchetti failed to notice a blood stain on the side of his shoe while cleaning himself after the murder. Pinchetti accidentally stepped in the blood. Santos Pinchetti may have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. True. Which one was Pinchetti? I don't remember. Santos Pinchetti, that's right. This is the major domo, the nephew. I wonder if I can talk to him again. Not really sure. I need to go back inside the police station, apparently. Oh, I need to go talk to Mancios. Oh yeah, these guys are just hanging out drinking. Which interrogation room? In an interrogation room?
I know I can handle the news.
Ah, there he is. Here we go. This one.
You'd better ask someone else.
Oh, really? Oh, this is the one.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him. I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
What? What? He needed to know his place, so I taught him? I'm missing something key here. I'm confused.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
I'm confused as hell.
Please let me out. The air here is rather refreshing. I'd even recommend that some of my friends visit the place.
What a bunch of losers.
All evidence collected. Huh. Okay. Talk to her. Talk to him. He just gave me some nonsense.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
I'm confused. Evidence room.
Good day. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
Okay. All right. Case number, following report, 62.
Don't you understand what a ticket is?
Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, duh.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
Okay, bring it to the table. What table? What table? Oh. Right here. What's this?
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone. A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner. All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
What is that?
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
One more time?
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
That's weird.
Her key to the altar room. That's not for bedtime reading.
Power of love, blood, and mandrake. This.
This ex libris belongs to Manchios Library.
Power of love, blood, and mandrake. The police found this occult book in Matisse's bag during the arrest. According to the ex libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Manchio's collection. It contains illustrations and descriptions of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepare the naked body and recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of Mars, Venus to enhance the power you possess. Use the force of male and female nature. Pierce heart with a golden dagger. Get rid of the body that does not love you. Draw a symbol representing your love while waiting for the resurrection. Recite the charm? Think that she did it?
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
That's gonna be confusing. What is this?
An emergency kit for boredom.
Right. Letter from Fabio. Letter was found in Vogel's evidence box. Okay. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness. Not around me, anyway. For me, it's too great a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Matista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep all your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will be around. Fabio. Letter from Fabio. To Vogel? Your mind unsound. You can't control your bitterness. Not around me, anyway. For me, it's too great a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Matista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep all your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will still be around. Fabio.
Not the time for privacy. Werner's personal sketchbook. Thank you, officer.
Oh boy. We've got some connections we need to make. Alright, let's head over here. I'm not sure who I might need to talk to while I'm doing this. Let me go talk to Vogel about this letter. Yeah, this one.
So, the police found a letter from Fabio in your pocket.
I cannot tell if it was truly in my pocket at all. Perhaps it was placed there later.
Well, that is one hypothesis. If it were true, then how did it get there?
No clue. But this night has been rather eccentric. Such a detail could have easily eluded me.
Indeed. Do you recall reading it?
I can't remember that either. But I tend to respect privacy. Reading others' personal notes is not one of my perversities.
Hey, welcome in, Aesthetic World. Welcome in. I do believe we found a letter that actually was from Fabio to our lovely little guy over here who is absolutely infatuated with him. He doesn't know how Fabio got the letter. Strange occult charm. Batista's profile. Batista is a performer. Is a former slave, but she had a strange occult charm on her possession. She did indeed. Letter from Fabio. Probably need to talk to, but I want to talk to her first. Oh, wrong button. This should be. Wait, what? Where's she at? There she is. All right. Which one was it? This one.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped. I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
Matista claims she uses occultism for various purposes. She used some white magic on Fabio. Oh. That's interesting. Does she know anything about this?
This is the letter the police found in Mr. Vogel's pocket. Fabio wrote it. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. Although I can feel Fabio's energy. It's there, but it refuses to let me analyze it.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
Interesting. Lisa had an occult book in her possession with a description of the ritual that is similar to the crime scene. She mentions use of white magic to bring back Fabio. Interesting. I'm gonna go talk to this guy next. Got lots of questions for you, good little guy. Profile 1.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
Okay. Judging by Kurt Mancio's reaction, he hadn't permitted Matista to take it. Obviously. But we do have this letter we need to ask about.
I've no idea about that.
I've read this letter from Fabio. It had no addressee, but it was found in Mr. Vogel's pocket.
Werner? Strange. I didn't think the two of them corresponded.
I'm sure there is some explanation. Would you care to read it?
Call me superstitious, but I don't care to read a letter from a dead man.
Suspicious. Oh, wait a minute. Our love. That's got the little symbol on it. If I remember right, that is the symbol. Oh, search the archives. No, that's not it. Never mind. I lied. Yeah, it's this symbol. I was thinking it was this one, and it's not. This one, you guys can read it. Search this in archives. Yeah, that's not it. Information in this casebook is started in pieces of evidence. Yeah. Investigation will inform you the evidence has been updated. Some pieces of evidence have additional icons that hint. Yeah. All right. We don't have. Why is it still red? Oh, because it's still pinned. Ah. Wow. All right. We need to make connections. Ooh. Oh, really? Okay. Vogel is held because of the letter. Angry. Oh, come on. That was a good one. Maybe we had a few more of these. Alright. Power of Love. The Power of Love. Matissa's book describes a supposed love ritual of stabbing someone and drawing symbols. Okay, so Power of Love. And aha. Matissa may have used a ritual on Fabio. Matissa may have performed the ritual on Fabio to bring his love back. Possibly. Possibly. Kurt Manchios gave Fabio expensive gifts. Oh, come on. Kurt Manchios had feelings for Fabio. That's an obvious connection. I thought for sure that was one. Am I still missing evidence? Ah. Thought it may have been for Manchios. That's what I think. According to Santos Pinchetti, and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kurt Manchios. It could have been. It could have. Facebook has been updated. Let's go talk to Pinchetti. He is this way? Where's he at? Oh.
Please let me out.
Oh, you serious? How about you? Okay.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchios.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
You being on a bender?
touché.
I can't say that actually helped me at all, really. Okay, well, I guess the next obvious person to talk to would be... not you. You. Yeah. A letter.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
Werner was a little high. He may have been the recipient of an angry letter from Fabio. Yes, very true. All right, who else do we need to talk to? Vogel or Manchios is lying. Ooh. Who would be the next logical person to ask about this? We can try and go back. Maybe it's a sequence thing.
Please let me out.
Nope. Not a sequence thing. Alright, so let's try you. Yes. Yes.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchios?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchios?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Ooh, interesting. Still need to talk to someone about it. Matisse agrees that it may have been addressed to Mantios. Fabio wanted to break off the connections with Mr. Mantios, but unable to find financial reasons. Oof. Oof. Go back to the Mind Palace, man. Oh, come on. That was a good one. Nope. Ah. Man, this one's a conundrum. This letter is... Let's talk to you again.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
Yeah. How about now?
Please let me out.
Oh, you're useless. Vogel?
The air here is rather refreshing.
Okay.
I
Well,
even recommend that some of my friends visit the place.
maybe I need to make a connection for... I still need to talk to somebody. This one's a conundrum. Ah, I got an itch. Oh, okay, that was weird. That was really sudden. Alright, Fabio was assaulted in a nearby room. Fabio was attacked in a smoking lounge before dragged to the altar. Vogel was held because of the letter. Really? Vogel took the letter under influence. Werner Vogel took the letter himself whilst under the effects of various substances. Planted the letter. Kurt Mantius slipped the letter into Werner Vogel's pocket to make him look like a suspect. Oh, snap. That connected. The influence Mantius set himself up for mockery. Pinchetti missed the blood splatter. Santos Pinchetti efforts in vain. The ritual was a cover. Is the murderer. Wow. The only way for Santos Pinchetti to right his wrongs was to be rid of his monstrous uncle. Pinchetti should be punished for his crime, murder. That's crazy. I don't know. It was cold revenge. Santos Pinchetti snapped. After years of disrespect, Pinchetti devised a plan to be rid of his uncle. However, misery and despair cannot justify murder. Pinchetti is dangerous, and a noose around his neck is all he deserves. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. I mean, he's likely. He could be. I mean, I don't want to say likely. What happens if I... None of these have connections. Ooh. I'm missing something right here. Aha. Fabio broke Kurt Manchio's heart. Fabio shattered Kurt Manchio's feelings. Very possible. Still missing a connection. Go. Fabio bruised Matista. During their fight in the smoking lounge, Fabio bruised Matista? The guests. Matista is the murderer. Matista was afraid of Fabio growing popularity and ambitious. She wanted to keep him with her for as long as possible. In a last-ditch effort, Matista conducted a love ritual during which she killed Fabio. Oh boy. Matista is the product of a tormented life. She knows no difference between good and evil. He wanted her love, Fabio, to stay with her always. Matista deserves help. She needs to be treated and have a chance to get over her past in an asylum. Yeah, because putting her in an asylum during the 1800s is a great idea. Matista uses occultism as a way to avenge her miserable life. She stabbed Fabio to keep him close to her. She should be held accountable for her deeds. Any judge would give her the death sentence without hesitation. I don't know. I need to make connections for Manchios. But I think we've exhausted all of our clues. Oh, we still have to conversate with somebody here, though. Who's left to talk to? None of them are responding. Alright, so if we want to make Manchios, and then Manchios washed himself after the murder. Matista was bruised by guests. Ritual as a cover. All these connect to Kurt Manchios as the murderer. For years, Fabio played with Kurt Manchios' heart and abused his interest in the young performer. When Manchios received yet another rejection of the murdered Fabio and staged a love ritual to avoid suspicion. Kurt Manchios was heartbroken and panicked. He did not mean to kill Fabio. The improvised ritual was a desperate attempt to cover up the crime. A prison sentence should be enough. For his harsher punishment is the death of his love. A sexual predator. Kurt Manchios killed Fabio in cold blood. He staged the crime as a ritual to blame Matista. He planted the letter in Vogel's pocket to avoid suspicion. Manchios has no consideration for the life of others and deserves to be hanged. That's kind of where I'm leaning, honestly. Oh boy, this is... I need to talk to somebody. I don't know who. The letter found in Vogel's pocket may have been addressed to Kurt Manchios. Santos mentioned Manchios gifting strange and expensive gifts to Fabio. In the letter, Fabio mentions gifts would be he would keep due to someone's temperament. It seems that Fabio wrote this angry letter to Manchios. Vogel thinks it's possible it was addressed to Manchios. He is unable to explain how it came to be inside his pocket. Matista agrees that it may have been addressed to Manchios. Fabio wanted to break off all connections with Mr. Manchios. That's really a mouthful. But he was unable to oh gosh, man, I can't read English words. Hard. My God. But was unable to for financial reasons. Manchios denies any connection with the letter and claims that Vogel took it from Fabio. Judging the Kurt Manchios' reaction, Matista claims that she used occultism for various purposes. She used some white magic. Fabio. I want to mention armed possession. An occult book in her possession. Description of the ritual is similar to the crime scene she mentions. But that just means that Manchios also knew of the ritual as well. Small note attached to this says, Santos, my hopeful slug. You begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Here's my latest revision of the will. Kurt, the text of the will under the note. Santos Pinchetti, the major domo of the Manchios mansion, receives a jar of mustache wax and a salt lamp, that he might always remember his caring employer, Kurt Manchios. So, Obviously, Kurt Mantios had keys, a handkerchief, and some other items. Hang on. I want to make sure that we get the right guy. He had a ring. This, that. I can.
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
He had a key.
An emergency kit for boredom. Werner's personal sketchbook.
Not sure, but it would all mean I don't know who to talk to for this. None of them are talking to me now. Would anyone else know anything? There's no one in there. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. No one in here. Okay, no one in here. No one in here. Oh, I don't want to accuse.
Let's continue our chat a little later.
Don't want to accuse. Want to talk.
I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Mantios. Wait just a moment, I have something to check.
Yeah, about that. One of these people is going to get accused of murder. And I don't want to accuse you either.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Pinchetti. We'll continue later.
God damn it. And keys too. In here? No.
Are you done yet? Can I leave?
What a bunch of losers.
It still says I need to talk to someone about this. But who? Who? I'm a freaking owl all of a sudden. Oh, gosh. Okay. Damned owl. It is suspect. He did lie about not having the key. So what would he do? Hey, lucky bro, got you on alert while I'm working. Hey, appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your work day. It has been forced to work for Kurt Mantios in a desperate hope for obtaining heritage, but it hasn't paid off. That could be true. He does have blood on his shoe. And under the influence, which makes Santos Pinchetti the murderer. Hey, Amazing Caitlin, thank you for the biddies. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Trying to solve a murder and this is killing me. Sir, I'm trying to solve a murder and it's killing me. They all kind of had their own individual motives. It sounded like... each one has their own individual motives. I don't really particularly think it's Matista, the female, but I think it's between this guy and our old dude. You're welcome. Yes, I am. Just drawing some pictures with Dax. Oh, that's cool. Well, always a good time. This is hard. This is indeed hard. We have... The letter may have been from Manchios, according to Santos Panchetti, and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kurt Manchios. Did have a key. Where is his statement? Where is his statement? Okay, despite having enough money, okay, where... I need his... Santos Panchetti's statement. Santos had a key to the altar room to could enter the crime scene. He even appears to have been the first person to find the body. Yeah. He was the first person to find the body, but he could have accidentally stepped in the blood. Which then Manchios planted the letter, which means Manchios washed himself after the murder, which was a ritual. The ritual was a cover, making Kurt Manchios the murderer. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But if he is the murderer, was it a crime of passion? Or was it this? Heartbroken, panicked, and did not... Could have been a crime of passion. Kurt Manchios was heartbroken and panicked. He did not mean to kill Fabio and improvised a ritual in a desperate attempt to cover up the crime. A prison sentence should be enough. Or Kurt Manchios killed Fabio in cold blood. So if he did pass it off, I don't know. Let's go with crime of passion, honestly. Crime of passion, maybe. Because if it's a crime of passion, say he handed him the letter in the smoking room. He read it, became furious. Or he got the letter early. He set up this party. Old blood, saves the crimes ritual. Suspicion. That could be it. He received the letter, organized a party to cover the crime with all full plans of killing him, brought him to the smoking room, hit him with a bottle of wine, knocked him out, drug him to the altar, killed him in a ritualistic fashion that he already knew because he already had the book that told him how to do it. And it's not anything unusual because he makes these parties all the time. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's go with this. We're doing this. We're gonna go accuse our suspect. Which he should be here. There we go.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned. You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
Early 60s.
who hosts the cream of Cordona's society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
This is where we come to a conundrum. I think he received the letter first, became angry, decided that no one else could have him. A crime of passion.
The young performer played with your emotions. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You struck him, and then you staged the ritual. You planted the letter in Vogel's pocket and attempted to set up Matista.
What poppycock? Sherlock, stop this game now.
There is no stop word, Mr. Manchios. Relax and enjoy it. I'll pass the remainder of this case to Constable Oswald. He'll know what to do with you.
All right. Yeah. So we gotta go talk to the Constable Oswald. Where was he? I think he was in that archive room. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I am, actually. Wait, archive.
I have a name for you. Kurt Manchios.
Is that so? The Master of the Sabbath?
The man himself. Mr. Manchios couldn't stand to lose control over his lover. A deadly revenge that deserves a proper sentence. I have all the evidence to charge him.
A degenerate and a murderer. I'll make a name thanks to that for sure. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Nice. We solved another crime. Okay. Report number 0743. Officers arrived to find the deceased identified as Ms. Violet Holmes lying in the garden of Stonewood Manor. Visual inspection showed the victim to be thoroughly soaked with a deep vertical incision 2 inches in length down her throat. Her face was swollen and covered in red blotches. Likely cause of death, hypoxia. Waiting confirmation from medical examiner. Main suspect, Otto Richter, was arrested on the scene. The body was sent for autopsy. Uh-oh.
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Sherry, it looks like you've almost found what you wanted.
Yeah, seriously, how could you forget that? How could you forget that? Oswald found a copy of the missing report. Yep. Case number. Alright, we need to go back to our manor. Got it. Brought tea, mental disease, Mycroft. Testified against Richter. Oh. He drowned. My mother drowned. Her throat was wound could either be a final humiliation by her killer or a desperate attempt to save her. Slit in my mother's throat was an attempt trichotomy. Makes no sense to do this while she's drowning. Oh. Go with that for right now. Mycroft had the truth about her death of her mother and lied when she told me she was closest. Yeah, I didn't think that connected anywhere. No. Still missing a lot of things. A lot of things are missing. Alright, we need to go over back to our manor.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock. The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my decision.
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world? Huh. Not sure where he's going with that. He's talking about the circumstances of our lives, or it's, or what? I don't know. Prepare me to lecture. I'm not entirely free. I am free. Not really sure where to go with this. I like how he keeps glitching. I don't know. I am free to make my choices?
Oh yes. It's a struggle, but yes, we can make our own decisions. That's what I fight for.
And what an endless fight it is. Will you ever give yourself a break, Sherlock? You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Okay, that was weird. Not sure what I needed to say there, really. Why did you have to jump off the last step? Weirdo. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I needed to do there. Alright, but we are gonna need to fast travel. On Wood Manor. Oh, I forgot, there's that's this guy. He's waiting to talk to me. Or waiting for me to do something. But we're on the case for this. Could be the back door? Theoretically? Why is he standing here?
Sherry, please listen to me. Sherry,
John, I always listen to you.
you don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what is beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, angry, like a fly at the window.
I know. I can sense it too.
You locked away this memory for a reason. There is only pain here.
Pain. And truth.
You do not need to suffer either. There is so much more we can do on Cordona, so many others we can help. There is no coming back from this.
Oh, this is my warning of the end of the game. Oh, man, okay. There's still a lot of side missions to do. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
John, my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back uphill.
Just... please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together.
Okay.
Why didn't I remember we had such a big garden?
Maybe you forgot it for your own good.
Oh, yep. John's leaning on a tree, and he's in his old
That's
clothes.
the descendant of a tree your father planted in London, correct?
Indeed, we planted the sprout here, and for a while it grew happily. Alas, it seems without us here to care for it, it didn't survive.
I can't run anywhere. Got you. Interesting. This is the end of the game. Play pit. A little lake. Pond. Little lake. I'm an idiot. Pond. Really, I guess we just... Oh, there's John. The music is killing me.
Is that the raft we made together, John?
Looks more like a pile of rotten planks now.
Oh, what's this? Whoa. Sorry, I got goosebumps. That freaks me out. John? What in the absolute hell? Okay, the music was nice. No, I don't like it. Gone is gone. What? What do I do? Where do I go? The door of the garden finally unlocked, and all my questions await. I think he's keep getting kicked up over here. Oh, this.
That's from Mother's favorite tea set. What is it doing in here?
What is happening? I can't see in.
Come here, Sherry. Hurry!
These must help calm her down.
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
Oh no. Please don't go where
What
I
are you
think you're
thinking
going.
about? Is everything all right?
Risk of side effects. Dr. Richter experimented on my mother with unconventional drugs and treatments. My mother used sedatives frequently, so her body must have built up a tolerance that wouldn't have been danger for her. Every dose had a risk of side effects. My mother had an unexpected allergic reaction to her medication and she suffocated. Someone drowned my mother either by accident or on purpose. Dude, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going.
What are you thinking about?
Why does he sound
Is
weird?
everything all right?
Don't go, Mother, wait.
This.
I remember this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection.
Okay. Oh, here we go again.
Here it is. We'll just borrow it for a while.
Did you hear that? Someone's coming. Let's take a peek. You call this progress? Charlotte, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Any result is progress, even if it is a worsening of her condition. It informs my...
No. I have made my decision. She must be sent to a legitimate medical facility. I will not let her hurt Sherlock.
What? Master Holmes, you do not understand.
That will be all. I expect you to have left the house by week's end.
Sherry, say something. Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
Scaring myself.
Sherry, come here, darling.
Oh shit.
I'm waiting for you. Sherlock, I'm here.
Coming,
Come
Mother.
closer.
This was for my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
We came to the garden for a breath of fresh air? I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh.
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom.
As you
Oh.
wish, Mum.
Oh, I don't.
I bet you missed the fresh air, didn't you?
Terribly. The sun is far brighter than I remember. But I like it.
We can walk each day from now on.
Oh my gosh.
If you want.
That would be wonderful. Just look at them. The stars of the earth. Even the sky must be jealous of their beauty.
Indeed.
I don't like where this is going.
Mother, would you like to go around the water?
Oh
That
no.
would be perfect. I always wanted such a nice pond in London. It looks so peaceful.
Mycroft knew you would like it.
I don't.
We
I-
should put some fish in it. Don't you think?
How about some carp?
That's a nice idea. Let's visit your father's tree. It grows so fast, just
Okay.
like you.
We could even build a tree house in it.
Yes, Sherry.
Okay, I'm really super confused.
Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! He's... I'm sorry. He passed away.
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
No, he's not.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again?
No, don't you dare say such things.
Oh. Oh.
You are a liar like all the others.
Mother!
Don't call me that. You aren't fooling me.
No! Mom, it hurts!
My son would never lie.
Oh, she's dragging him to the water. What the hell?
Reveal yourself.
Please stop! It's me, Sherlock!
You are not my Sherry. Give me my stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mental disease, hysteria in the garden. My mother tried to kill me. My mother tried to drown me in the pond at Stonewood Manor. Mycroft testified against Richter. Mycroft caught Richter. Mycroft accused Dr. Richter. After Mycroft caught Otto Richter, he blamed him for our mother's death. Otto Richter is responsible. My mother's Violet was drowned by Otto Richter. Mycroft accused him of murder, but it's unclear if Otto killed her deliberately. My mother, while trying to save me, the drowning was an accident. He desperately attempted a trichotomy to save her. Oh my gosh. Side effects? Didn't drown. Allergic reaction. My mother had an unexpected allergic reaction and to her medication and suffocated. John and I are responsible. After that memory? I don't know. After that memory, I'm... Otto killed my mother to end her suffering and save my life. Mycroft hid the truth to protect me and was correct in accusing Otto of impropriety. I think it was an accident. Otto killed my mother while trying to save me. The drowning was an accident and deliberately attempted a trichotomy to save her. Wow. I'm going with this one. This is it. This is your final decision. Are you sure about your choice? You will not be able to change it after confirmation. After what I saw, minus that one little thing. Yep. Let's do it.
Sherlock. Sherlock. Can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
Get off me.
Sherry,
You knew, and more than that, you hid it from me.
you couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I shouldered it for you. I took your pain, your horror.
Otto Richter murdered my mother, and Mycroft covered it up. Whisked me away from this place, buried me in schoolwork, and left the past to rot.
And you needed a way to cope, so I helped.
You were a lie, John. A fiction. A crutch.
No, I was a friend. Sherlock, please.
Sherlock,
What?
are you okay?
I don't know.
I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he?
Who?
Your friend, John.
He's beside you.
Was all this worth it? Is he worth it?
Why is he here?
I think, in his own way, he was trying to protect me. A truth I couldn't bear. But now I must face it.
Sherlock,
Whoa.
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You kept me in the dark and kept your actions quiet. You enabled Richter and his untested quackery for far too long. And worse, you wanted to lock up our mother.
I wanted to give you a chance at normalcy, childhood. There was no changing what happened, no good to come of dwelling in the past.
It was lies upon lies. Otto Richter was trying to save her, but you decided he deserved to take the fall. Is that justice?
The big picture, Sherlock. The big picture. Perhaps Richter was not responsible for her fit of rage, but his treatment led inexorably to that moment.
Quite possibly.
You were so fragile. I could not. I just couldn't. I chose us over him.
I like how he has his gun in his hand and in his holster.
For once, I believe you. Perhaps now that the truth is out, I can actually do what you had hoped. Leave it all in the past.
Good. You have your whole life ahead of you, Sherlock. It is time you got on with it.
I was worried there for a minute, Sherry. Really worried. I didn't want to hurt you. What's so funny?
I am talking to myself, John. I think I was hurt regardless.
But we made a good team, eh? Explored every inch of this place together. Helped a lot of people. Terrorized a few too, I suppose. I think I may go so far as to say, Sherry, that I have not lived wholly in vain.
So that's it. It's over.
You've opened every door, Sherry. Faced the past you locked away. You don't need me anymore.
I know. I will miss you all the same. I don't want you to go.
Yes, you do.
Goodbye, John.
Well, this was the end of the game. Wow. This was a really good game.
Why are you here?
Closure, I suppose. And to help a friend.
You and I are not friends. In a race between the thawing of the ice caps and our friendship, I would buy a boat.
Ha! Is that right?
I can see it now. I know what you did.
What did I do?
You needled me. From the moment we met, you were searching for weakness. You pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother. You questioned everything I did, everything I believed, to break me. To blur truth and fiction, reality, morality. A saboteur in silk. Was it vengeance, Van? Or do you prefer Klaus?
Excuse me?
You are Klaus Richter, Otto's younger brother. Do you hold me responsible for his end?
Ha! There was no love lost between me and my brother. I am sure you can relate. Otto was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit.
Okay, I did not
Or
see that
you
coming.
into mine. Once I met you, I could not keep away.
Why? What reason do you have for all this?
To help you.
You're lying.
To show you that you were wrong.
More lies. I know you now, Werner. Try again.
To see what had happened. Or is that yet another untruth? Does it matter? Take your pick. Who cares? You're my masterpiece. I turned Sisyphus into Ozymandias. You could not see the futility of your quest until I helped you to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains.
I remain. Despite you and to spite you.
It is a matter of will and power now. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I brought you something.
I want nothing more from you.
When one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get them is something personal. So, here you are. Now, please excuse me, but the gallery calls. I'm already conceiving my next project.
Wow, that's really creepy.
You really are beautiful.
Majorly creepy. Did not see that guy being the brother of Richter, Klaus.
My brother returned to London soon after our disagreement. He enrolled at Cambridge University, but attends only the rare classes that hold his interest. I hear he took employment at a hospital laboratory, obsessing over his experiments. I suppose he seeks solace in the empirical truth of a chemical test. I am afraid for him. His evenings are spent alone, solving citizens' menial mysteries to pass the time. And I suspect he is growing paranoid. One of my agent's vehicles recently ignited during a surveillance operation. She was lucky to get out alive. There is only one man who could orchestrate such a feat. Or perhaps two. I saved my brother. He will never forgive me.
I found it! I found it! I found it!
And what is that?
How far, bruises may be produced after death. How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth did you know that?
Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine.
It is interesting, no doubt, but practically...
Why, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he suffered alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. And ergo, one will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty.
Well, then you are to be congratulated.
Indeed. But, you came here on business.
Correct again. I am looking for someone with whom to take diggings, and heard you were complaining that you could get no one to go halves with you.
I have my eye on a suite in Baker Street, which would suit us down to the ground. You don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope?
I smoke ships myself.
That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times, and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone, and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess now? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I...
Well, I object to rows because my nerves are shaken, and I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours, and I am extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well, but those are the principal ones at present.
Do you include violin playing in your category for rouse?
It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. A badly played one...
Oh, no, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled. Oh, forgive my manners. My attention wavers. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. John Watson.
John.
Hold it. And a lifelong friendship begins. Well, that was it. That was the end of the game of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And it looks like Mycroft possibly set up a Chapter 2. Peach is perfect. I saw you in the chat. Welcome in. I'm glad you can catch the ending if you're still here. Oh, you are still here. This was the end. This was it. This is the final part, apparently. This was such a good game. There's so many other things to do in this game. There's more mysteries to solve that I didn't get to. There's more side things to do. There's just so much more that you could do. It was a great ending. You're right. It was such a good ending. I had a great time playing this, and I didn't know this was going to be the end until I started playing it today. So I got to that point. I mean, that was such this was a great game. This was really good. Very pleased. I love the mysteries. I love the solving. It put my brain to work. This was a very mature game. I will say that. A lot of mental issues, abuse issues, political issues. The end is the starting of the novel. It is, yeah. So this game was a cool prequel to the rest of Sherlock Holmes' life and his triumphs and his tribulations. That is, and I like how they brought John Watson in to look like his imaginary friend John, and his willingness to be partners with John Watson. There's so much more to do and explore in this game that I didn't even get a chance to. Okay, let me take that back. I did get a chance. I had an option, but I wanted to go for the story. I wanted to see what happened. Even the ending was my choice, and that's really cool. Oh, you see how the house is, the difference in how the past turned, and by all means, this is definitely a 4 out of 5. Definitely a 4 out of 5 for me. The only reason why I don't give it like a 5 out of 5 for me is like all the running I had to do to get from one place to another. Like I know that seems like really minuscule to like knock a star off my own rating for this game, but like I hate all the running. It was so much. This was a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will be more than happy to promote this game, anyone who asks. And yeah, this was great. I loved it. It's fantastic. The story was awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the beginning of everything. Continue, new game, play more. What is that? Oh, Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Drought. Oh, there's more games. Well, look at that. Dinner time, lurk. Well, no worries. Page is perfect. I am done. No worries. I'm done. I played the game and it's over. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Everyone, thank you for enjoying the game. Thank you for being here. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So be on the lookout for more games like this. I enjoy these kinds of make your choice games. I do like playing other stuff too, but this was really fun. I had a great time playing this. It was a lot of fun, and this, fair warning, this game is very mature in its context between women and its themes of morality and abuse and its political ideals into how refugees are handled. This was very to the time of the late 1800s. Man, this was a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, everyone, thank you for being here. I had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire series of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. If not, let me know either way. That's fine too. With that being said, I'm going to end this chapter with Sherlock Holmes and find something new to play, and we can all enjoy a new game together. I'm also playing Call of Duty Vanguard, the campaign, so if you like Call of Duty and want to watch me absolutely destroy myself and have a good time, I am doing that. You guys can enjoy that as well. All right. With that being said, I'm going to end it here. I will see you guys for the next game. You guys have a great time. See you later.